action movie on Netflix is The Night Comes For Us. The Night Comes For Us is about a former elite enforcer who decides to turn his back on his criminal past and save a young girl from his gang. The Night Comes For Us has some awesome fight choreography, with every fight scene escalating in intensity and creativity. It's not for the squeamish though, as it's especially known for its unrelenting graphic violence, intense fight scenes, and a level of gore rarely seen in action films. The barrage of blood-soaked action sequences is definitely entertaining and pushes the boundaries of what an action movie can be. The Night Comes For Us has definitely earned its spot on this list with its unapologetic approach to action and its sheer...
Yeah.
You look ready.
Set in a dystopian future, Dredd follows a law enforcer with the authority to act as judge, jury, and executioner. Dredd is a relentlessly brutal, visually stunning movie. Judge Dredd has to fight through wave after wave of heavily armed criminals, all in a hyper-stylized kaleidoscope of bullets, blood, and destruction. Dredd was one of the most brutal action movies of the 2000s and is the epitome of the type of uncompromising movies we are looking for today. It's definitely a must-see for action fans if you can find it, because it's only in a few Netflix regions, including Canada. The Extraction movies follow Tyler Rake, a mercenary known for taking on impossible missions. Both movies are relentless showcases of action, featuring some impressive long takes and some of the most intense fight choreography on all of Netflix. Despite having a pretty sizable budget, the Extraction movies don't lose their gritty realism, in which it seems like you can feel every punch, gunshot, and explosion. Chris Hemsworth is great as well, and overall, Extraction 1 and 2 have been some of the most brutal, intense, and straight-up entertaining action films on Netflix. Definitely must-sees for any action fan. Extraction 1 and 2 can be found film series The Equalizer. It's about an ex-Marine who uses his lethal skills to deliver justice for the oppressed. The Equalizer trilogy is an intense, brutal series of movies starring the always excellent Denzel Washington. All three Equalizer movies are on Netflix and worth checking out, especially if you like good fight scenes, high tensions, and movies that are unapologetically violent. Which of the movies you can find depends on what region you're in, but you can find them in the historical action thriller Sisu.
We got gold!
Set during the Lapland War in World War II, Sisu follows a gold prospector who must defend himself from being robbed and killed by Nazis. Sisu is a relentless, brutal action movie about a one-man army, Finnish commando Atomi Korpi. This plays out a bit like a war movie version of John Wick and is very bloody and very violent. Sisu's inventive kills, unrelenting pace, and focus on survival make it a standout in the action genre. It can be found in a few Netflix regions: Germany, South Africa, the Philippines. It follows Codename 13, an assassin who embarks on a perilous journey to protect a young boy from a ruthless crime syndicate. The Shadow Strays was directed by Timo Giajanto, the director most known for action film The Night Comes For Us. The Shadow Strays is another relentless, over-the-top action movie with some spectacularly choreographed fight sequences. The director's signature ultra-violence is here in spades as well, and the film's use of practical effects help give the fights an authentic, visceral feel. It's definitely a standout for fans of intense action and can be found in...
Stop smoking.
Figured it wouldn't kill me.
This movie is about one of the world's deadliest assassins who's on the verge of retirement. However, his former employer sees him as a liability and sets out to eliminate him. One of the best words to describe Polar would be over the top. Really over the top. Because of that, it can be a little off-putting to many viewers. It's very violent and bloody. It's also very stylish with vibrant visuals. It's based on a graphic novel, and that definitely shows. But it is a textbook example of a brutal action film, so if you enjoy unapologetic extreme violence, you might really enjoy Polar. It can be found in the thriller Headshot. Headshot is about an amnesiac man found with a gunshot wound to the head, but as he remembers fragments of his violent past, he realizes he must confront a dangerous crime syndicate. Headshot stars Iko Uwais, who action fans remember from The Raid, and he delivers yet another unflinching, bone-crunching action movie. The fight sequences are beautifully choreographed with some incredible and brutal hand-to-hand combat. Its unrelenting pace and intense violence ensure that every punch, kick, and gunshot leaves an impact. Headshot is another Netflix original that can be found in film Six Underground. It follows a group of 6 skilled operatives who fake their own deaths to form a covert team and take down a ruthless dictator. Six Underground is a pure adrenaline rush filled with Michael Bay's signature flair for massive explosions, car chases, and larger-than-life action. It doesn't shy away from chaos, it embraces it, and its mix of stylish visuals, high-octane stunts, and no-holds-barred violence make it a perfect fit for fans seeking an intense, action-packed experience. Six Underground can be found in action crime thriller that follows a team of Marseille cops caught in a brutal conflict between rival gangs and their own corrupt colleagues, with violence erupting in the streets. This unapologetic thriller doesn't hold back, delivering a dark, moody atmosphere paired with intense shootouts and chaotic action. It's not your typical polished action film, it's messy, ruthless, and raw, much like the world it portrays. While Rogue City isn't groundbreaking, fans of urban warfare will find plenty to enjoy. You can find Rogue City streaming in...
It's DJ.